How's it going, guys? We got a nice event video for today about the Kraven events. You know, the guy who's not in the game until the last day of the event? That guy. So there is some missing info. They do look like the monthly items will be completable. And of course, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Scotty Maivia in the house. He's going to do the event math for us and walk us through how these events kind of suck. They're kind of trash, but we're gonna get the monthly item, which is the whole point of it, right? So without further ado, let's get into that. Scotty, you want to say hello to the people?
Hello.
All right, perfect. Let's get into it. All right, let's start off here. Just kind of listen off what the events are. We got Eureka Moment Web Milestone. This is just to do a raid battle. How many battles we got to do, and is this easy to complete?
I think it's easy to complete. It's 10 battles per day, and they're wins or losses. So, like, I think between a Greek and either Doom or Incursion raids, people should be able to do this daily.
Right on. And this was kind of the missing piece where there was a lot of people and some content creators freaking out about the event not being completable for the monthly item. But with this web milestone, it becomes quite easy to get it done, right?
Super easy. Yeah.
Perfect. Then we got patent pending. Use Kraven, who's not in the game until Wednesday. Use him in Crucible. You can only use him once. You're only going to be able to use him once. And then spend campaign energy. And what are we getting for this event?
Uh, well, so the total you need is quite high, and that is definitely not free to play to get. But for the monthly items, it's a little over the 14,000 mark. So obviously using Kraven in Cosmic Crucible, it's only possible on that last day because that's the day he comes out, and you'll have to gear him up quickly if you want to try to use him. It doesn't say you have to win with him, so I guess that's nice. So I guess if you don't have if you spend the cores to unlock him that day or buy the offers, you don't actually have to like gear him up. You could just go lose with him if you really wanted to get those points.
That sounds fun.
Um, as I was doing this math, I kept writing Kraken instead of Kraven.
Lines
I
up. It
kind of
lines
wanted to,
up.
I kind of wanted to leave it in, but I felt like people were gonna like get mad at me about it. So, but it basically this is a Kraken only aspect of the event. Otherwise, it's just spending like campaign energy and doing that web milestone that we just talked about.
All right, so Krakens are people too. So let's look at what we're doing to hit milestone 19. What do you got for us, sir?
I always like to just post like what the theoretical maximum is, just so people can see even if you get Kraven, get him to 6 stars, you're still not completing the event free to play. Or obviously not free to play, but even if you do all that, you're still not completing it. So you have to crack it out even more.
On the energy.
Um, so energy, maxing it out, considering today like the bonus day for the 50 and 100 core refreshes. So doing 4 of those today and then every other day, every day after that. Having Kraven, using him at 6 stars in the last day of CC, that is still only going to get you to milestone 19. There are 50 hardlight shards there, but it's not going to get you to those gear tier 18 that are there at the 38,000 mark.
Okay.
So you're still going to have to buy some offers to get there.
Let's be real. If you're the kind of character, or player rather, who's going to buy Kraven up to 6 stars, you probably have hard light at 7 stars already, right? Yeah. All right, cool. Let's move it on to then milestone 18. A little bit of a step down.
Yeah, and this is for the people that aren't going to get Kraven at 6 stars, but are still going to buy him the first day, maybe get him to 4 stars. You can spend a little less of the 100 core energy refreshes, so only doing 450 cores today and then 2 every day of the hundreds on top of the fours,
Okay.
50s. This will get you to milestone 18. You missed out on those hard light shards, but there are some more dark promos there for you. But once again, you still are spending to get there because I don't think anyone's going to be able to core him to 4 stars, but
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
so unlucky.
Coring to 4, if you hit that 180, that's like that kind of the way. Otherwise, you just have this giant core horde ready to go. All right, one more step down, milestone 17.
So this is you core Kraven's Orb or buy one offer and just unlock him, but not to 4 stars. But this does require you to spend a bit more of the 100 core refreshes to get to milestone 17. So doing 3 today and then 1 every day after that
Okay.
will get you the milestone 17, which I still think has some dark promos in it. But once again, no hard light shards.
Right on. Yeah, the dark promos. We got to start getting them a different way because they kind of like halved what was in that pass. I was told. All right, then milestone 16. So no Kraven. This is going to be the dorky dad track. What do we got going on?
I don't know if this is even the track you want to do because it's still spending like 100 core refreshes, 2 today and 1 every day after that. And
Hmm.
like the rewards at 16 to me aren't really like amazing. So I don't know if you'll want to do this one or the milestone 15 track.
Okay. So because we don't. This what
That's the next one.
500 extra cores. Oof. All right.
Yeah.
So then let's look at the dorky dad track then.
I,
The milestone 15 still.
no, the last one was 16 and this one's 15.
Ah, numbers are hard. That's why you're here.
So this is 15. This is, I think, the more reasonable track for most people. Like doing your 50 core refreshes every day, basically the 4 that a lot of people do anyway, passively. Um, this not having Kraven will get you to the milestone 15, which I did think was still a decent milestone. It has an Elite 6, it has some augmented phosphates and MRIs. Like nothing crazy, but I think most people are just going to get here passively.
Okay, cool. And then a big step down, milestone 14. This is the monthly item completion mark, is it?
Exactly. So this is just like just get to get those monthly items. You really don't have to spend many cores at all. So the people that don't want to refresh their energy, you would just have to do 250 core refreshes today and 1 every day after that. Once again, not having Kraven will get you the monthly items. So quite easy to get there, which I think was a lot of what people were freaking out about
Mm.
because they weren't taking into account the web milestone. So it made it seem like you were going to have to spend quite a bit of energy just to get those monthly items, but now you don't.
Okay, right on. And then we do have another event built in the lab, an alliance milestone. This one you were a little bit more concerned with. So we are spending ISO campaign energy. Love that part. And then earning the
Yeah.
allied orb fragments. So how difficult is this one to complete?
So if you got my ping this morning and you were able to do what I said, so basically the allied supply orb showed up early in the donation boxes as of yesterday, which normally does not happen.
Okay.
So if no one claimed those and you were able to get to the 5th box and claim them after the event started today, then you do have a edge on people as we know right now. But the thing is, this event is exactly the same as a previous one we had. I think it was like a couple weeks ago called Abyssal Assault.
Abyssal?
I feel like I'm channeling Dorky right now. And before that, it was Alchemical Assault. So
No.
they're all the same. They have slightly different durations, but the theme was the same of spending ISO and getting the allied supply 2 orbs from the donation boxes. But both those events had logging calendars.
Mm.
This one does not, but it is still expecting like the free claim is the same, the ISO energy conversion is the same, the donation boxes is the same, everything is the same except that part is missing. And that part makes a huge difference, especially if you did not cash in on the extra day of allied supply 2 orbs. So the first one was the people that were able to do that. That does make it much easier for you.
Mhm.
If they add in the login calendar later, it's going to be even easier for you, but I'll have to update that math if they do that, and that'll give me a headache when it happens.
Yeah.
But this is basically like spending just doing 150 core refresh today, and most people have like those energy refills saved up, like I always say you should be saving up in between,
Yeah.
and then doing 3 of those a day. I think this is just to get the monthly items, and 3 a day. I think you are going to run out of the free refills eventually, and do have to do some cores. But that will get you the monthly items. I didn't do anything past that because I think it's just a lot of cores for no rewards, basically. But if they add in the login calendar, it is once again going to change everything. And then the next one is for the people that unfortunately didn't see my ping. Maybe you're not in the Dorky Dad Discord, and you should be, so you should join.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Um, and then you wake up to wonderful pings for me that I send you at 5 a.m. when I wake up to go to the gym and see that things have happened. So this is really unfortunate, and this is a big reason I hope the login calendar does show up, because just to get the monthly items, you are going to have to do the 50 core refreshes every day, the four, including three today is like the bonus day, and then two 100 core refreshes. So I'm really hoping the login calendar appears tomorrow and they go, just kidding. It was just a joke, a really bad joke.
Yeah, so my account is on the Australian time, and I don't have a calendar. So either
Yeah.
they just forgot to put it in, and it'll be updated later, but it kind of looks like there's none coming. All right, so that's it for the math side. Let's check out the rewards we got going on here. Let's start with the built in the lab one. This is the Alliance Milestone. And if we look at it, so we got the monthly items, some silver promos. We got a couple Armory 16 orbs and 17. We got the Ion 5 orbs. The rate at which we're getting these Ion 5, would you maintain that it's like you should still be getting Apocalypse? Like, do not bypass Apocalypse just to get better characters into Dark Dimension 6. Okay, I'm glad. Let's just get that out of the way. If anyone ever asks me, should I still be chasing Big Boy Apocalypse? Yes. Yes, you should. All right,
Yeah.
so the rewards aren't too crazy here. Sometimes they have gold in these, but it looks like we're getting some ISO 4, which is more valuable to me anyway. What do you think about the rewards that we're unlikely to get? Obviously, that milestone 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Kind of tough, eh? And the monthly items ending at 17. Oof.
Well, I feel like this is the first time I've seen the Armory 18 orbs in this event, which I don't know if that has something to do with them taking away the login calendar. I don't
Hmm.
know. But like I think that's the first time I've seen that. It does have some like decent ISO rewards. I just don't think it's going to be worth spending that much cores. And like you'd have to buy multiple offers. Everyone would have to finish this thing.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm not
so
seeing the value. Yeah.
not me either. And like this is the beginning of the month, so we don't know if getting all the monthly items is going to even be like worth spending the cores if they don't bring the login calendar back. Because so far, like at least the last monthly event, like we finished early, and had
Hmm.
like excess. It might affect where you rank, and maybe this is their attempt to break up those tiebreakers and to make the 1% harder to get to. I don't know.
Hopefully, if they do decide to go that route, they communicate that with people instead of letting them panic, freak out, and rage out. All right, then we got
Yeah.
patent pending the Kraven event, if you will. We got some Captain Marvel shards, a couple teal pieces here, some SBCs. Oh, nice. We got some photon shards coming in, along with that pass that she's in. Some hard light shards. Looks like I'm going to get an upgrade on both of those Secret Defenders, which is cool. And then where did we stop on the easier track? It was about 16, right?
Well, there's the easy one, which is the monthly item. So you're still getting some dark promos, some photon, some hard light.
Okay.
But the one that I thought most people would get to passively,
It was 14 or
lost my
15.
place. It was 15, but I think most will get to passively. So there's not a lot extra there, but it is some bio stuff, and like
Yeah.
we'll need bio. So that's a pretty decent thing for me to get to. Um,
Right on. So, I mean, people were kind of in panic mode over these events. It seems like it's not that big a deal as long as you just pretend these whalestones don't exist. And I mean, I am past the point of angry at events that are incompletable without vast expense. It's just what they've decided they want to do with their game. There are no events in the game. There's very few celebrations. It's a game mode. The events are kind of a game mode at this point, part of the resource management. So it kind of is what it is at this point. How you feeling about these events, and how are you excited with what's going on in the game right now? We have Sword Satellite, we have Crucible. We're gonna have a Scourge event coming soon. Do you play any of these?
hey, I do.
Okay.
On a account. I mean, my biggest qualm with these events is no longer that they're not free to play completable. My issue is missing info,
Yeah.
inaccurate info, radio silence. Like I have been asking all evening about this login calendar. Nothing. No communication whatsoever. It's like we went home for the day, we don't care. There was a leaderboard that was placed, as I had mentioned, I think to you off camera, in the Alliance event for today that made it look like they were giving us a bunch of stuff to the top 20 alliances, and then it turns out that is for the event that starts on Friday. And it was just placed in the wrong spot. And then also that event mentioned nothing about a leaderboard, so all of a sudden now there's a leaderboard to that. It's just if the events are so complicated that you guys cannot keep this shit straight, take a pause. A lot's going on in the game. Figure your shit out and then start doing the stuff again. But they won't because they want to keep cashing in that money. But the quality of this stuff is just poor. It's not even that you have to pay to finish them now. It's just you're in the dark. There's no information that you can trust. You read the blog, you don't know if it's actually true. Sometimes the games aren't in preview, and then when they do go, it's a hot mess because things were inaccurate in the blog. It's just they need to figure this out and make it better.
Yeah. You know what? You know what I would equate it to? Sometimes this game feels like you're doing a Dungeons and Dragon campaign with your friends, but the dungeon master is a literal 2-year-old toddler and has no idea what they're doing. That's what I would equate Scopely to. All right, we're going to end the video there. Thank you so much, Scotty. You guys can look forward to a bunch of gameplay videos coming out tomorrow morning. Sword Satellite, Crucible, the new Crucible, all kinds of stuff. Enjoy that. And of course, we're going to get Scotty on here every single chance we can. Scotty will be on with us. Have a great night, everybody. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.